Good morning. It's about 8 o'clock. Just got dropped off at Virginia 623, and I'm hiking a little over 20 miles back to the quarter way in. Breeze is picking up. It's in the low 40s, real feel temp in the mid 30s, and they're calling for some thunder showers at some point today. So I got that to look forward to. But I'm slack packing it, so lighter pack, trying to make some time. I think there's more decline than ascent, so that should help me go a little quicker and make some time. We'll see how it goes. On the ride up here, on that road that quarter way in is on, and I saw the deer yesterday. We saw at least a dozen deer on that road, literally standing in the road, standing on the side. We saw some turkey, all kinds of wildlife down here in Virginia. So I'm digging that. Hopefully I'll see some on the trail, and that'll be fun. And hopefully the thunderstorms hold off for at least a little while, and like they have the last couple days, and we make some time and don't get soaked. Anyway, I'll check in a bit with today's Would You Rather and show you anything interesting. See you soon. Hello again. A little less than a mile in, and the sun is trying to peek in and out of the dark clouds. So I don't know what's going on with the weather. But I thought I would report that I trying to do slack packing and change stuff out in and out of like a smaller pack is always a dicey proposition. And this little pack didn't have a place to kind of store a water bottle, so I was wondering what I was going to do with my water bottle. Well, I don't have that problem anymore since I left the water bottle back at the hostel. So I don't have a water bottle. I do have my C-Knock bag, and I have my filter in there, so I can always stop somewhere, fill the bag up, and drink out of the filter when I need some water. But that's the first whoops of the day. Hopefully the only. Going up a little hill here, so thought I would just tell everybody. My brother will be happy that I'm going to try and hike 20 miles and don't have any water with me. I'll be hearing about that soon as he sees this. But that's it. Check in later. Well, it's going to be one of those weird weather days. The sun just peeked out, and I got pelted with a little quick squall of sleet while the sun was out. So it's a little bizarre out here, and the wind is off and on hard. Just past Boos, who I've met several times on trail, told me about a horror story he had 2 nights ago. His Z-Packs tent flooded with like 1.5 inches of rain. The next morning he only went 2 miles to a shelter and had to take everything out to dry out. He said fortunately he had 5G service at the shelter. He was on the phone for an hour with Z-Packs trying to figure out what was wrong with their tent. He thinks they're sending him a new tent at a stop about 25 or 30 miles from here. He's going to get it that day, tomorrow, I guess, hopefully. But oh my God, waking up in 1.5 inches of water in your tent just sounds absolutely awful. Knock on wood, that won't happen. But hopefully they do make good on their product. He gets all fixed up, and I'll see him up trail in a day or two. See ya. Hey again. It's a little chilly out here. I thought it was time for today's Would You Rather. This kind of popped into my head last night. I don't know why I thought of this, but we're going to call it the Odd Couple Would You Rather. I don't know how many people remember the old TV show, The Odd Couple. I think it was based on a Neil Simon play, The Odd Couple. It's going to be, would you rather have a roommate or significant other or spouse who is more like Felix Unger, the fastidious, overly neat, to the point of OCD kind of roommate, Or would you rather have Oscar Madison, the sloppy, carefree roommate who doesn't seem to put anything where it belongs? So you're either getting nagged about not putting everything where it belongs by your roommate, or you have a roommate who is putting nothing where it belongs. What do you think about that? The odd couple, would you rather? See ya in a bit. There's the little globules of sleet falling down on my head. I don't know if this will pick it up. Yeah, little ice balls falling out of the sky. It's a beautiful thing. So I'm about 5.5 miles in, and it's not a great view, but I wanted to show you. You can see through these trees, there's a little valley down here. It's surrounded by mountains. It's like a crater. It's called Burke's Garden. According to my shuttle driver this morning, it's like there's a bunch of, it was settled by some Amish or some Mennonites, and there's only like 2 Forest Service roads that access this little valley. The one we came up was really windy, gravelly, lots of potholes. She said the other one's not much better. So I'm gonna have to look this up online. It's called Burke's Garden. I mean, it literally looks like a crater in the middle of these mountains, which is really kind of cool. You can see it's a little sunshine in some of the spots way down there on the other side, but I'm under clouds now and the weather's holding up okay, but I'm trying to hurry because I think it's going to get worse as the day goes on. But yeah, I'm going to do a little research and find out more about Burke's Garden. Looks pretty cool down in there. But away we go. Chestnut Knob Shelter. I guess this is the top of Chestnut Knob. Oh, here we go. Get a better view of Burke's Valley while the wind is howling. So I just got past going the other direction by Miles. She's a woman from Maine that I met at the Murray Inn. She's putting up big miles, 25 mile days. And she just told me that in 6 miles, when I have to cross Lick Creek, where the bridge is out, and it's usually like knee deep, and you have to ford across it. She said it was like 3.5 feet deep and up to her waist because she's pretty tiny. So I am not looking forward to that. Didn't really think about that when I was looking at the map today, but I guess it is what it is. If it starts raining more, that'll get higher. We'll see what we do when we get there, but that's going to be quite a challenge. I'll show you when we get there. There's another nice view of the valley down here. I'm trying to move fast. Sorry for bouncing around. Just past Pops and another guy. God, I always forgot his name. Pops told me about I asked him about the water crossing. He said it's almost up to your groin, but there is a rope you can hold on to. He said it's moving pretty good. And it's just, he said it's just below 3 feet, just like 2 inches below 3 feet deep. So I got to get there before more runoff gets in downstream and it gets higher, because it's going to get higher as the day goes on, as the rain's washing down there. But it should be exciting. All right, I am just over 9 miles in, and I just wanted to send a message to my coach up in Brooklyn not to worry about my hydration. I just guzzled about over 1.5 liters of water So even though I don't have a water bottle, I am staying hydrated, bud. Not to worry. There we go, a couple deer. A couple more right here. There they go. Hey girls. 3 doe hanging out. Look at that little one right there. Yeah, I'm looking at you. You see me. Boom, boom, boom. There you go. Nice. You still don't want to run away too much. There you go, up the hill. All right. Let's go across this creek. All right, here we are, Lick Creek. There's the old bridge right there. I guess it's part of it out there. And there's the rope I'm going to use to try to get across that thing that's just under 3 feet deep. It's probably a little deeper in the middle because it's 3 feet deep over on the edge here where there's a stick. Yeah, I think I'm just going to take my shoes and socks off, drape them around my neck, hold on to that rope, and try to do this. Wish me luck. Mission accomplished. That was not as bad as I had thought it might be. That rope came in handy, and the water, I used my tippy toes, and I kept just high enough that it didn't get really, really cold, if you know what I mean. But it was deep all the way to like right before the bank, so it's kind of a strange stream, but drops off real quick. Got my shoes and socks back on. My feet are warmed up. My legs are chilly, but it's okay. That was kind of fun. Anyway, off we go, and I think I got like 7 miles to go, which I'm glad to be walking 7 miles with pretty dry feet and warm socks. So it's better than wading through that thing. Oh, let me take this and try not to get more wet. See ya. How's this for a view? Far out calls this a little pasture. I think I gotta go up through, I don't know where I have to go, but somewhere down this way. I know there's one more big climb. It might be over that mountain before I get there. But super nice. Wind's gusting up a bunch, but no rain, now it's sunshine, so it's all good. How's this for a crazy road crossing? There's the road. I don't know how the water's going under here, but for sure it comes over top of here, you can tell plenty of times. That is a super cool, must be an old grist mill of some sort. It was right on the water there. It's part of that farm. Now look at that. There's a, tell you how high the water is above the banks. So this floods a lot, I'm sure. Oh, we're gonna walk around along it for a little bit before I got a 400-foot climb. Before I gotta head downhill to get back to the quarterway in. Here we got a little boardwalk action. All right, just over 19 miles. The sun is shining on me and the wind is pelting me with freezing rain. This is bizarre. AT weather is the craziest. I am on the downhill run to the road that Quarterway Inn is on. So I am definitely in the home stretch. I can see the road down there. So we'll do the would you rather. I would rather live with a Felix Unger than an Oscar Madison. Oscar Madison was definitely more fun, but I like things being neat and organized. I grew up in a very well organized home. My mom my grandmom who helped raise me were both meticulous, and they kept super organized, super neat homes. And organization brings me peace, brings me calm, brings me happiness. And so when stuff's a mess, I don't like it. Stresses me out. And I can put up with somebody who is a little fastidious. If they keep a super clean place, that's okay by me. So that's what I am going with. And I am looking forward to getting back to the hostel. And I think I'm going to try and do a cold soak on my feet. If she has some extra ice she can spare and somehow soak my feet. They're pretty sore. Legs are tired, but not bad, but my feet are sore. So see if I can do that, get out of this weird weather, have a good night's sleep, and be back at it tomorrow.